When I first heard about Alien Romulus, I was a bit timid. I thought, well, from the director of Don't Breathe, it's going to be Don't Breathe, license for Alien. And I'm not entirely wrong, more on that in a bit. But you know what really put me over the edge and made me buy that ticket? The vast array of tie-in popcorn buckets. I feel like Mario probably got the party started, Dune threw in a little bit of a hit, and well, I guess we really went viral with Deadpool and Wolverine, but I believe that AMC's Facehugger bucket really results in a checkmate. Yeah, this actual usable tin featuring the poster on one side. We've got all the good stuff you want with this. The Facehugger looks pretty legit too. But I like this one because it's usable. I mean, okay, we got some articulation here, but you can use this for popcorn, and I may actually do that. But let's go ahead and hop into this rather rushed, not spoiler-filled review. I will give you the review straight, and then we will get into spoilers for the nitpicks, because that is the way one does things around here. So Alien Romulus takes place after the first Alien film, but before Aliens. As such, you will see tech familiar to the Nostromo. In fact, I felt some of the callbacks were a bit grating. Did we need the bobbing head drinking bird? There's also a line, famous, from Ellen Ripley in Aliens, that had no place being in this movie, and I cringed a little bit. Kaylee Spaney plays Rain Carradine. She is a miner or works on a mining colony, wants to escape. Oh, but the evil company, Weyland-Yutani, doubled her time on the settlement. And what is she to do? Well, she hears from her, I guess, boyfriend that there is a derelict ship above with some cryo chambers that they could hijack to get to the planet system they want to go to. They're going to need Andy, who is Rain's adopted brother of sorts from another mother. Literally another mother. He's an android. Well, I'm sorry, artificial person. Andy being treated like a special needs android at first, it kind of gives you radio vibes with Cuba Gooding Jr., but he has these dad jokes. He's programmed by her father to look after her. I'm totally on board with it. This is easily the most interesting character in the whole film. These two, along with several 20-somethings, go aboard the Romulus Remus research vessel station. It actually looks very similar to Alien Isolation Sevastopol in ways. There's a tram system that looks familiar, science bays. The way the place kind of got messed up is going to feel very familiar to those who got into the game, which I hailed as great way before other people did. In this cast, I think Kaylee Spaney might actually be the weak link. I'm not super familiar with her, but she didn't seem out of breath or distressed when other characters were justifiably so. Rain has her wits about her, but she's not OP, she's no Mary Sue. I like how we actually have to introduce her to firearms, and there is an aim assist in this. They actually mention the Colonial Marines. There are some good relative callbacks, and we even actually have a new stage in the life cycle of the Xenomorph that doesn't step on anything that was previously established. Look, I don't want to be that guy, but there are times here where Kaylee looks all of 12. I get that, oh, the cast of aliens, oh yeah, some of them were like in their mid-20s, okay, but they looked like grown-ass men, and hell, Vasquez looked like she could handle some business. I did not want an Aliens movie that skewed young like this, but thank God they're not making stupid decisions. Oh, hey, let's hook up in the shower. Yeah, nothing bad will happen to you in a horror movie when you hook up in the shower. I could be mistaken here, but I believe I saw for the first time since either Species 2 or Alien Resurrection, model ships in space. There's a lot of practical effects in this. My buddy Alec Gillis did some puppeteering on this. I think he oversaw a lot of the practical effects. You see practical aliens, you see a lot of facehugger action. There is more facehugger action in this one movie than the entire franchise combined. The facehugger is quite a problem. Isabel Merced is also in this, you know, Dora the Explorer, and well, she goes off the beaten path. But I really feel like David Johnson as Andy, that android who actually is the only dynamic character in this, he's the star of the show, the absolute scene stealer. We're doing more here to show how the pre-Bishop, possibly evil androids operated, and even though you and me being well aware of the franchise, we are ahead of the characters for 30 or so minutes, but we do get some surprises. Alien Romulus, I don't love the title. I mean, because there was also a Remus aspect to this too. Maybe we could have called it something else. It's easily the best alien-related film in a long time. And shockingly enough, screw Covenant, but we actually wrap things around with Prometheus. Unfortunately, you may have to actually have seen Prometheus to make some sense out of the ending. But all told, I give Alien Romulus 3 out of 4 stars. Heavy spoilers herein. There is a deep fake Ian Holm Ash, though he's going by Rook. Get it? Rook, Bishop, pieces in a chess game, though Ash isn't. Tray, you put the pieces away in an ashtray, maybe? Is that what we're doing? I totally understand what they're going for here. In fact, we actually have a brief encounter of sorts with the OG alien Xenomorph from the 79 film. Defawed and done away with off camera, but Rook is there to tell you about it. And yeah, when we see him and we know it's not Lance Henriksen, we get to thinking, oh, this is a bad android. That said, the face does not work for me. I'm glad the estate of Ian Holm is satisfied with this, but shoot, Grand Moff Tarkin looked better. Carrie Fisher dead looked better. I would actually say that Jeff Bridges in Tron Legacy looked better, but hey, that's just me. And of those callback lines that worked and didn't, you have my sympathies. That works because frankly, he's like the Ash model. It's in the programming. I get it, but Andy pumping a whole lot of lead into a Xenomorph and saying, "Stay away from her, you bitch." That's a line from Aliens. What are we doing with that? Come on. There's a bald Asian chick. She gets infected. Kind of cool to see that they have some new X-ray tech. Imagine an X-ray flashlight. Actually, maybe don't. We know what's going to come of her, but she managed to kick the ship like out of sync with the docking bay. But they end up in another bay. It's like, wow, that's miraculous without actually attempting that purposefully. And you know how I said it was going to be Don't Breathe with the Alien franchise? I was so very right. It's not just as simple as, oh, kind of young people go into somewhere they shouldn't be, break in, steal stuff from a blind guy. Well, the Xenomorph, the face huggers, they're built up as blind. Oh, well, it kind of senses you based on your heat, so we're going to have to do something to mask your heat signature. Also quite cool how we have seen the stage in the life cycle of the Xenomorph between Chest Burster, the little guy, and the big chap. So we actually see that it goes into like a chrysalis stage. Yeah, there's a cocoon, and then it comes out as the big chap. Something that didn't need to be seen necessarily, but it's interesting. It adds a few wrinkles to the mythos, but it doesn't step on previously established canon. Though I'm always a little upset when we have the super quick gestation period. Okay, you just got the facehugger on you, and oh no, look, it's coming out of me. Finally, artificial gravity is brought to the Alien franchise. I don't really understand where all these facehuggers on ice came from. I can kind of see the original Xenomorph, but You don't have the eggs, so where did the facehuggers come from? Where did you find those guys? Also, I know the aliens love to redecorate once they take over, but the laser beam with the mist that maybe activates the eggs as seen in the first movie, I thought that was more of the space jockeys doing, a defense system. Keep these things at bay, not something that the Xenomorphs implement. Also, I gotta wonder, did the nearly 40 extra bucks I paid to fill this with popcorn and get a regular drink, did that go towards the movie's gross? Because if this is the new norm where people are spending 60 bucks to go see a movie, yeah, everything's gonna make a lot of money. But hey, if you watch this video to this point, I'm sure you too have seen Alien Romulus. I wanna know what your thoughts are on the film. Let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, all that good stuff. And did I get the very best of the collectible tins? I mean, come on, actual tin. It's easy to reach into, it's easy to fill, you can clean it.
Hey, it's Vaughn's mom again, so I just wanted to remind you that instead of buying Vaughn's weird pictures online in various states of undress, you can just bookmark his Amazon affiliate link, and then when you shop Throw It on Amazon, he gets a few pennies here and there.